I think we did, scientific communicators, lose a lot of trust in COVID because I think we tried to use science to exert social pressure. And to a certain extent, that's understandable. You know, shame is a very powerful tool, and shaming people who didn't get a vaccine or shaming people who weren't staying home. Unfortunately, I think a lot of it made it into almost a class war. When COVID started, I moved out to a town that was much, much smaller. This was no longer an urban downtown. Everybody had small businesses, and you told people they had to shut down for several months, and they couldn't bring people in. Essential businesses could. The grocery store was open, but their small store wasn't. A lot of these people...
A lot of liquor stores were told they were essential, which I think was wild.
Right.
That was
I think like strip clubs were as well. I think if they served, I don't know what it was, if they served like liquor, if there was some weird workaround.
Yeah. This is why I struggle with big government, because it's like stuff like that is just fucking stupid.
It is. But part of the problem was for a lot of these small businesses, if they shut down for more than 2 weeks, they might fold.
Yes.
And so you're telling people, well, if you go in, you could get sick. Do you want to have a hospital? And they're going, if I close my business for 3 months, I don't have any money. I don't have any food. I don't have any health care. My business loses everything. I lose everything. What's the point of living at that point if I'm literally destitute?
Yeah.
And so they felt that they had people saying, well, yeah, you have to do this. And if you want to reopen, you have to take the vaccine. And that's the only way you're going to survive. At that point, it suddenly became an issue of already trusting or not trusting that the government had your best interest in mind.
Yeah.
So I think that that was very much a catalyst for the resurgence in a lot of distrust. We already went through vaccines causing autism. We already went through a lot of these things. We already went through Big Sugar wants us all sick. Big Pharma thinks there's more money in treating illness than there is in curing it, which is not true. All of that stuff is coming together and basically saying that, okay, there was already distrust. Now we've just amplified it. Because in addition, a lot of people who are, this sounds harsh, but lower level scientific communicators, like, you know, not the Surgeon General, not the head of public health or anything else, but people who are just like community scientific communicators, like people on Instagram or whatever else, they were saying, yes, they were repeating the lines that were being stated by the top. You have to have this, stay home or everyone dies and blah, blah, blah. And I think when some of the questions came out that maybe there was some nuance missing in that response, I think a lot of people who were already predisposed to not trust science, especially people in certain populations, certain groups that were economically more impacted by this, who didn't have the ability to go on unemployment. Suddenly, they were really hurt.
Yeah.
So they were hurt. They were angry. They were destitute. They saw government overreach potentially ruining their careers. And they said, the government hates us, and these scientists are full of crap.